Hey loved ones, welcome back. It's your girl Covine, and I'm here with an update from my first video. Thank you again for tuning in. It's a pleasure to meet and talk with you once again. I'm so excited about the start of this channel. I see that we will have such good times, and I have such a vision for where I like to see this channel go. Um, as I stated in the last video, I told you guys that I had just had my consultation October 20th, and I wanted to elaborate a little more about that and give you guys a little more background information about what led me on this journey and what led me to the decision of having such a you know invasive surgery. To some people, that's how they think, and um, they think that it's, uh, a very rash decision, and the surgery, um, is quite frankly the easy way out. And, I've had these type of conversations with key members in my family, and I also have a sibling who also has made the decision to get on the road of healthy living, and through weight loss surgery as well. Um, so I just wanted to give you guys a little more meat and potatoes today, about the story of Kovan, and what introduced this lifestyle to my thought pattern. So, again, as always, please bear with me, because I'm a newbie to this, and I know that I may fumble with words, and I may have moments of memory loss. that's that's one of the pains of getting older, as they say, brain farts, huh? So, let's have some fun. Let's talk about living and life, and the journey that women have to endure, and bearing so much on our shoulders, and trying to carry our families, and trying to find ourselves, from young girls to young women, to now me, because I'm 42, going on 43 in a couple months. So I guess I'm considered middle age. I don't really know where my age bracket, what my age bracket, excuse me, is considered. Uh, but there's been funny movies that reference after 35 and ticking, and once you get over 35, it's all downhill from there. So, we're at this middle ground stage, and this to me is the age where you're really just finding out who you are, and your likes, your dislikes, your hurts, and your pains, and your grief, and everything else that women go through on the journey of life. So I just again want you guys to pat yourselves on the back, and just thank you guys for bearing with me and tuning in with me, and walking this road together, because I truly believe that each one teach one, and it all starts from somewhere. And if you don't extend your hand or let your story be known, somebody else will continue to suffer in silence. And we don't want to suffer in silence anymore, because obesity, and high blood pressure, diabetes, and all these other breast cancer, and all these heart disease, all these other illnesses, and diseases that plague us as women, you know, um, and we don't know how to be proactive. A lot of us don't know how to catch things early, or to ask for pertinent tests to be run, or have force their doctors to pay closer attention when you're feeling something within yourself that doesn't feel right. And um, you know no one's paying attention when you're saying help, and that's not acceptable. And this is the society that we're living in today in 2020, because they want to just give you a 15-minute doctor visit and think that in 15 minutes, after you've waited maybe 20 minutes in the office for the visit to even be initiated. Sitting in the waiting room. How many of us have experienced that? Or how many of us have experienced feeling like, you weren't able to get a word in edgewise because the doctor just ran in, viewed your chart when, looking through the papers or on the computer, whatever the nurse's assistants might have taken your blood pressure, whatever. Yeah, so I don't want to ramble, but these are the issues that I am strongly passionate about, and these are things that a lot of people, I feel, aren't being able to address, and we need to talk about that. I mean, right now, the Affordable Care Act is being placed in jeopardy, and a lot of people don't even know if they're going to be able to still have health care. So, it's a tumultuous time right now. We're in the midst of a pandemic, um, and there's no vaccine. And then, we have to worry about when the vaccine does come out. Is it going to be safe to take? You know what I'm saying? They're already telling us on the news that it's only going to be the first batch is going to be very limited, and it's only going to go to certain people, the high risk group or elderly, or whoever they feel is the highest bidder at the time. But a lot of more people need to speak out about, pre-existing conditions and illnesses that haven't been diagnosed because, you're unable to speak clearly and, voice your opinions with your doctor and have your voice heard and have them understand that, just taking a pill is not going to make me feel better. Or you telling me, hey, that's not of importance right now, you should just focus on this, or whatever the case may be. Being misdiagnosed, being undiagnosed, not being diagnosed at all these various issues that we as human beings, not just women, are facing. Because trust me, men, there's a lot of men out there that don't know that they need to be seeking the help of a doctor, or getting certain tests done and run. Healthcare is sometimes, a stigmatized issue in certain ethnic groups. So I wanted to help and reach everyone and be able to get a clear understanding and across the board on both sides. Because as I spoke on earlier, I'm clearly passionate about this stigma that there is going on in regards to obesity and, you know, the way it's impacting our society as it's getting worse and worse, and it's infecting not just, adults, but also, children. Obesity is running rampant in children and teenagers, and we need to get on a more healthy page instead of constantly having all this fast food and junk food thrust in our visions and our TVs and our advertising and blah 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 blah. The list goes on and on. So, a little bit more about myself. As I stated, I am 42 years old. My highest weight has been 258 pounds. And that is when I truly delve into myself and said, something has to give. This is too much. I have joint issues and bad knees, and it's like I'm carrying too much, and my feet can't support me anymore, which is pathetic but true. So I had thought about getting weight loss surgery about a year and a half ago. I actually tried to obtain it, but I had some things going on in my life, and I was unable to um, do all the steps that were required, and my living situation wasn't the best. So, I wasn't going to be able to give the attention and the attention and stick to the regimen that it required. So now is the time that I've decided within myself that I can't wait any longer. I need to take a more um, affirmative reaction within my self about my health. So um, I've made the decision to seek bariatric surgery. And as I mentioned in my last video, as I just had it a couple days ago, and I'm already gonna have one of the tests done next week on the 30th. They want to take an ultrasound of my stomach to make sure that everything is good, I guess, in there. Um, I'll be able to post different highlights and bullet points to show you on the next video uh, what they require and what the timeline is for each thing that they are requesting to be done. My facility is requesting to have the psychiatric appointment evaluation scheduled right away. So I'm actually in the process of trying to set that up. And I'm waiting for them to contact me about the nutrition classes, because that's another thing that you have to set up for yourself in the first initial stages. So I haven't done that yet, but I know from previous experience, as I stated before, that when the nutrition class happens, they usually weigh you in, and whatever weight you weigh in, that is the weight that they count. And so if your insurance doesn't expect you to, or doesn't require you to lose any weight, which I was told that they're not requiring me to lose any weight prior to surgery, but it is still recommended. So far, I would like to mention also that I've gotten my weight down to, like I said, my highest weight was at 258, and that was a couple months ago. This is how I look. I'm kind of chunky or whatever. I'm 5'2", and this is the biggest I've ever been. And so